Hi, my name is Tarcisius. I'm 12 years old. I'm here today to share a little about my life and hopefully inspire you to love our faith and our Lord as much as I do. I lived a really long time ago, the 3rd century. At that time, the soldiers of Rome conquered and ruled over many nations. It was called the Roman Empire. The Roman rulers and soldiers were very cruel. They hated Christians because of their love of Jesus. They would capture Christians, throw them into prisons, and many were put to death. It was very scary and dangerous to be a Christian in my day. We had to celebrate Mass in secret and underground catacombs. I loved being an altar server at Mass. Each day, a deacon from our community would go to the prison, bringing the Eucharist, or Holy Communion, to the Christians who were condemned to die. Receiving Jesus in the Eucharist gave them courage and strength to face their fate because of their love for Jesus. One day, there was no deacon to bring the Eucharist to the prison, so the bishop asked me if I'd go. He reminded me how precious the Eucharist is, but I already knew that. As an altar server, I'm right there when the bread and wine become Jesus himself. The hosts were carefully wrapped and placed in a box which I carried under my tunic, close to my heart. I knew how important it was to protect the heavenly treasure I was carrying. Along the way, I ran into some boys who were not Christian, but they knew me and wanted to play some games. I told them that I couldn't right now when one of them noticed I was carrying something. Then somehow, they remembered I was Christian, and then they really wanted to see what I was carrying. I knew I had to protect that precious box. Suddenly, the boys became an angry mob, brutally attacking me. They beat me up really bad. A soldier, who was Christian, saw what was happening and came to my rescue. He brought me to the safety of the underground catacomb. I was beaten up so bad, I knew I wasn't going to make it. I was dying. I handed my heavenly treasure, the Eucharist, to the soldier and said, "Please, bring Jesus to the prisoners for me." I remember falling back in the soldier's arms and taking my last breath. I wasn't afraid because my young soul was with God. Today, I'm the patron saint of altar servers and those receiving First Communion. The Eucharist was always very special to me, and serving at the altar of the Lord was very important. My message is this: we don't have to wait till we're old to dedicate our lives to serving God. We can get to know and love Jesus at any time, at any age. The call to holiness begins at baptism and carries on, leading us to heaven itself.
Preach the gospel, never too young to bring good news, never too young to work for justice, never too young to be God's light. We are never too young to witness, we are never too young to serve, we are never too young to be disciples of our Lord. We are never too young to witness. We are never too young to serve. We are never too young to be disciples of our Lord Jesus Christ. Never too young to sing together,
never too young to praise one,
never too young to praise and worship,
never too young to be God's song.
we are never too young to
To witness,
we are never too young
to serve,
we are never too young to
to be
disciples of our Lord. We are never too preach the gospel.
Never too young to bring good news. Never too young.
Work for justice.
Never too young to be God's light. Never too young
To feed the hungry.
Never too young to help the poor. Never too young
To care for others. Never too young. Never too young. Never too young to witness. We are never too young.
to serve.
We are never too young to be disciples of our Lord. We are never too young to witness. We are never too young
To serve.
We are never too young to be disciples of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.